dude. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know how well they have their, you know, like their healthcare working over there. It's supposed to be that in Germany they have great healthcare. So
Hmm.
I don't know. But again, it's a risk you're taking.
Right, right. Everybody's got to take that risk of wanting to move past this because it's crazy, dude. Like this coronavirus has just been like knocking a lot of us over our heads. And you know what's funny? I was thinking about this, and I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine. So I don't know about you guys, but there's people out there that I see at least on my timeline and on whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But some of my friends complaining about like how they're so bored and they have like very um, they have all this time, but yet they're bored. And here I am thinking to myself like, shit, I wish I was bored. Like I feel like I'm more busy. I feel like I'm actually busier than ever, dude. I don't know about you guys. How do you guys feel?
No, yeah, I have to agree with you because everything is being done like online. Like even well, technically right now I'm on spring break for my teaching job.
Right?
So, but everything else is done like online. So I feel like if it takes more of my time to do that, because I gotta do this and I jump onto that, and then
Right.
how I work overnight. Like overnight, my daily notes and all my like everything is submitted online. So when I wake up, it's like, wait, I gotta log in and do this now, and then I gotta yeah.
What do you think, Edwin? Do you feel like the same way, or are you working
Yeah,
less?
man. I feel like no. I feel like I've been working more than what I was doing before the coronavirus.
Ya
Like
está trabajando finalmente,
crazy.
super dile.
Oh yeah, I'm back to work, man. Too. So I'm
Oh
essential,
yeah.
so I have to show up. Yeah. So
Right.
I'm so I'm back to work like normal. So
Good. Yeah, we all need to work.
Somebody's gotta do it, right, guys?
Somebody has
I
to pay the
know.
bills.
Yeah. No, I think that
Yeah,
it's
my wife doesn't like it though, but I gotta show up for her.
yeah, a
I
lot of
have
no, a
to
lot of
adapt.
people have those responsibilities. Hey, yeah, no, I mean like on the real, like I just feel like you know, there's a lot of stuff happening. You're constantly working and it's busy. I write an interesting article today about the farm workers in California from the New York Times, and they were talking about like how, I mean, as all of us know, many of the migrant workers in California, that's exactly what they are. They're immigrants, right? And they're
Yeah.
the ones that like put food on our table. They're the ones that have been working the fields for many, many years, but a lot of them are undocumented, and a lot of these people, for many years, have always been forgotten, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
anyway, this article was talking about like how they got a paper from the Department of Homeland Security that deems them as what is that word they're using? They're using that term. Um,
Essential.
essential. Yes, there you go. Essential workers. But the biggest irony is
Yeah.
that they're essential workers, yet they have to be afraid of immigration. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's like that. And the tables have turned because a lot of people, I don't want to say they make fun of because the job is a job. But
Right.
people would kind of like nobody wanted to work at a supermarket or like at a fast food place. And those are the people that are actually working right now, like the fast food restaurants, at the supermarkets. Obviously, we have our doctors, nurses, and all that. But it's crazy kind of how like the tables have turned and people respect
The main
other.
main departments because
Yeah.
you need all those people like myself, all my guys that are there. They're if we're not there, who's gonna do the cleaning? It's
Yeah.
you need those people to that are disinfecting the workspace and it's crazy that we always get treated like the bottom of you know of the barrel, but guess who's taking care of you guys now out there? Not in general. I'm talking about.
Oh, it's always La Raza, dude. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's right. It's always like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So
We have all the jobs that we didn't want, that people didn't want. They're actually the ones working, keeping the
That,
country going.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people applying for those jobs now because they don't have a job right now. Their companies are not opening or not they're not as essential as they thought they were, and now they're looking for any other source of income.
Yeah, I think I read something where Joe, you brought up an interesting point the other day. I think unemployment. I read. Let me see if I can find the stat, but it's like at 10.5 million people
16
have
million,
actually
dude.
applied for it.
That's what they say.
16 million.
Yeah,
I read at 10. Oh my God! I thought it was
it's at 16
10.5.
million, dude.
Oh man, I don't even want to apply to be honest. But
But what are you
I
gonna
have
do,
my night
right?
job.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna do? Like, are you not gonna apply? Like, I mean, if you need to apply, you have to apply.
but
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
The crazy thing is that, there's plenty of money to go around, dude. And I've been pushing that and I've been saying that the last couple of weeks, how there's just so much money. But again, I go back to the same argument, the separation of wages and whatnot. But
Hmm.
it's just incredible how, like a lot of people that are working paycheck by paycheck, right? Or they're living, week to week. They don't realize, like a lot of the people that have so much money, they don't realize that literally in a snap of a finger, it's like, their money's gone, dude. Hence the term, like paycheck by paycheck, right? So like the
Yeah,
people who are not working and are living like, with those type of means, it's crazy, dude, because they're going through like hardship like that most people can't even fathom. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know like how people can do that shit. Like, living paycheck by
yeah. I don't know,
paycheck sucks, dude. You know?
dude. I don't know how people here in Cali are doing it. Like I know a lot of people are not working.
Yep.
So either they're using credit cards or because nobody's really complained yet. Not that I want to see that way, but yeah, I want to see how everybody's doing it now. I mean, I hope they got unemployment. I know a lot of people apply for unemployment, but still.
Yeah.
And it's taking forever too. It's gonna take forever for them to get that check, because like you said, 16 million people. Can you imagine all those? You gotta process all that paperwork, and it's gonna take a long time before you receive it.
Yeah, and
Receive any type of.
I think it takes about 2 weeks just to get your interview, and then about a week after that to actually get funds. I don't know if they do it in your account or they mail you a check. I don't know. I haven't done unemployment in a
Right.
while, but
Well,
I know it takes a while.
at least California's doing it right, for the people who live out there. I saw that the governor said that he's gonna send like an extra like $600, like per like the what is it? I don't know if it was per week or something like that. Anyway,
For the
so
unemployment?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So at least, I mean, yeah. Granted, California's a lot more expensive, but at least like they're getting that extra
Something
hand.
helps.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
how about the people that are only gonna get like the $1,200? That's if they even get them, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and I know
nuts.
there's a lot of people here who are not going to get
Different.
unemployment because they're undocumented and they get paid under the table, things like
Yeah.
that. Like I know a lot of people like that. They're not gonna get none of that money, and I know a lot of people like that that are not working. Then what are they gonna do? They just have to wait it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, I think all of us are in that boat. Like all of us know people or know somebody who's undocumented, and unfortunately, like we have to string together, man. We have to like keep on helping out those less fortunate, and a lot of people have said stuff like, oh well, if you feel like you're like the defender of like humanity or the defender of immigrants, like why don't you do something about it? It's like, well, dude, I do my part. I could do the little that I can, right? But it's better
Yeah,
to do a little bit versus doing nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And not only that, but like the other thing is that there's a lot of people also doing a lot of great stuff, but they're not looking for the recognition, right? Because that's the other
Yeah.
thing that I've seen, that there's a lot of people out there that they definitely are doing nice things or good deeds, but they want the recognition to go along with it, right? I've had this conversation with people before about doing things for the sake of doing good things, right? Like because it's out of the kindness of your heart, and if you and that act actually is called benevolence, right? So people out there believe that like people only do good things because it makes them feel good, because it makes them feel like nice, right? Not necessarily because
Yeah.
out of the kindness of their hearts, but because it's like, so they're not guilty. You know what I mean? But I disagree with that. And I do believe that there's people out there who are benevolent and do things out of the kindness of their heart. And those people ultimately are the ones who don't need that recognition. They don't need that, to be put in a pedestal or to be put in the spotlight. Oh, check out Super Mojado. He donated $10 million. You know what I mean? Oh, check out Edwin. He donated 10 tons of food today. Oh,
I told you not to say anything, Joe.
But anyway, it sucks that I'm still like talking and going on and on. But I mean, it's a topic of discussion. But anyway, let's shift gears. Let's talk about something else, dude. Let's talk about something a little bit more lively that can maybe help people forget about this thing. One of the things that I did want to bring up is about what people are doing, like to kind of like stay busy and to keep their time occupied. So, what's the craziest things you guys have seen online as far as challenges or things like that?
I don't know, man.
Anyone? Bueller?
All kinds of crazy stuff. It's all kinds of crazy stuff out there, People like just dribbling, trying to put their shirts on, and it was another one that I saw, and that I don't agree with. It was a challenge that this guy was running like all over his furniture, jumping, and doing all kinds of crazy like tricks and shit.
Okay.
But I'm like, listen, man, if you get hurt, because there's the possibility that you gotta go to the hospital. Do you really want to go to the hospital right now?
Are you talking about like it's a guy from like Europe, right?
Hey, do you have a link to that? Send me the link, Super. Maybe I can post it.
I seen it.
I'm not trying to find it, but this guy was jumping and hopping all over his house, over furniture, and like trying to climb on shit. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
So who shared that? The Real Madrid official Instagram page. Share that because he was wearing a Real Madrid jersey while doing it, and he did it. Apparently, he did it like way before like the coronavirus was happening. He did it again. He did it in his gym, and he's like a professional parkour guy. Like he does parkour and he does videos and content for that.
Send me the link if you have it. Maybe we can show that in a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And I get that challenge, right? I get if this guy is a professional guy that does this for a living, whatever.
Right.
He has the, maybe
the ability.
Or if he falls, he's probably get a minor injury. But he's challenging people to do this shit. And there's stupid people out there that are gonna follow the freaking
Very
challenge.
stupid people.
And guess what? They're gonna break a bone, and then they're gonna end up in the hospital where they could be infected for coronavirus.
Yeah, next thing you see one of us do that challenge.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
el Super Mojado con la máscara.
We live in a society right now that monkey see, monkey do. It could be, I don't want to say lame, but it could be the lamest challenge to the most interesting challenge.
Right.
And if it goes like viral, everybody's gonna follow it. Monkey see, monkey do.
Absolutely, man. I mean.
And it's cool that, there's all kinds of things that, some of them are funny, some of them are like, maybe it's interesting, I'm going to do it. But let's just try to, keep it on a lower risk. You got to be sending people to the hospital. And then during a pandemic, I don't think it's the smartest idea.
There was two that I found interesting. One, which I have not going to ever be qualified for, I think, is some guy was doing some cool trick shots with like a golf ball, and he was trying to make like obviously land the ball inside like one of like a gulp where you drink like water or something. That one was cool. And then another one which I thought was interesting, but I mean I'm not gonna do it. Where if you've been with your partner in your relationship for a long time, like post the first picture that you guys took together. And I think some people go way back and all that. Oh, hell, like, hey, you guys have been together for a while. Yeah, that one was cool.
Or the one. What about the one? What about the one where like I seen it with both men and women? When my husband works or when my girlfriend works and I don't, and like it's basically the person in front of their computer and they're typing, and then in the background they're playing that like I don't know what song it is, but and then somebody's just like dancing while their significant other
It's working.
is working exactly.
I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna look that one up. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. But anyway, I was I wouldn't actually the time that I have for this was that I've been watching. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Like obviously, like we know we focus on Mexican soccer here, like basically 24/7, right?
Yeah.
But have you guys noticed like the amount of people online and on YouTube and on places like that that do so much of that clickbait when it comes to like Mexican soccer, when it comes to like an example of that is a person from another nationality. It could be any nationality. Reaccionando or reacting to El Chucky Lozano or something like that. Have you guys seen that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple, not too many.
Yeah. So
not necessarily just about soccer. I've seen a bunch of ones about Japanese people eating Mexican food. Russian people, doing this shit.
Or like Mexican candy and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot, but the one that I wanted to bring up specifically is the one for Mexican soccer, and the reason why I wanted to bring that up is just to show you like the power of like in marketing of like Mexican soccer, right? And I'm actually gonna look up this one character in particular, and I'm gonna put it online right now. All right, so right now I'm just basically showing you guys this page of a guy. His name is Zaba Live. I think he's from Spain. I'm assuming he's from Spain because all of his titles are in Spanish. But anyway, so like this guy has stuff like this. Dice, voy a salir en la nueva película de Monterrey. That he's gonna come out in the new Monterrey movie, whatever that means. Look at this guy. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see like your return.
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah.
But anyways, so it's like this guy. Like who the hell is this guy?
So that guy. So that guy was at the Mundial de Clubes, cheering for Monterrey. The reason why I know is because I follow this comedian named Franco Escamilla.
Okay.
And he was at the World Cup, sponsored by Qatar Airways, and they flew him over there, and he was like doing this whole thing with Monterrey, and he posted a picture with that guy with Salah something, and then another girl that do content for YouTube.
Right.
And I think that's the reason why he said that he was gonna be like on the movie of Monterrey.
Okay.
But he reacts a lot for like Liga MX, goles, like Mexican players. Like he did one where with Raúl Jiménez reacting to his goals and all this stuff.
Yeah, so there's a lot of them where he reacts just to like random Mexican soccer stuff. But anyway,
he exaggerates a little too much.
What's that?
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you guys, but that's me without the mask. So
that guy right there. There you go. That's Super right there.
I always wondered what he looked like without the mask. Ahí está, míralo. Oh, damn. Super.
Super. No sabía que era rubio.
For real.
Hold on, I'm trying to see like what else. Yeah, so like I said, like this guy, like he has like a ton of videos. A ver, let me read you some of the other ones. Okay, españoles reaccionan a los mejores goles de México. So there's this video of him, I guess, and his girlfriend, and they're like looking at some of the best goals, like from Mexico players, but it's like really like I don't understand. Like, what are people? What's their point? Like they're reacting and why are they watching? Like, I mean, obviously we're watching because we want to react, right? We want to react to whatever the frick they're doing. But like, what's the point of this? Like, what do people get out of that?
it's YouTubers. That's the magic of YouTube, man. That's the magic of YouTube.
So YouTube. So you get excited when you watch them react or what?
No, I don't necessarily get excited, but I get like a hook. Like not necessarily about this guy. This guy is new to me. But like I said, I've seen a bunch of like Russians do like eating Mexican candies and like Edwin was saying, and Mexican food. This Japanese guy that no, actually it was Korean. It's a Korean couple
Right.
that were in Oaxaca actually eating like in the street vendors over there, and they were like eating chapulines and all this, and these people they're speaking Spanish like they were born in Mexico.
Okay.
So it's like damn, so it's funny. Some of the content it is funny, so I get hooked on that shit.
All right.
I think it's that too. It's probably a generational thing, Joe. Like sometimes I wonder, like,
are you calling us viejos?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna post anything on TikTok, but I like to see it. And like, sometimes I see what people post on like online. I'm like, how can you post this? Like, I can't
Follow me
find
on
myself
TikTok.
posting anything like that.
Follow me on TikTok, Edwin Casa is 77.
All right, I have one too, but I never post anything. I just lurk.
Oh,
people post. I'm like, oh my god.
You'll see some embarrassing videos.
Yeah, Joe, I don't know. It's people post all kinds of crazy things, and I'm like, well, I don't know. That's cool. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
But you gotta think about this. They gotta create content to make money.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know that's bottom line.
So that right now when there's nothing happening, I mean, at least reacting to the best goals of Chukin Lozano and PSV, reacting to like that or some stuff like that.
Maybe you guys can help. So TikTok was originally done so you can emulate short clips of music, right, where you're dancing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the main purpose for TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm seeing people post all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, that's not on TikTok. You should post it like on Instagram or something. But
no,
I guess TikTok is internet, so everybody's uploading it there.
So now they're.
It's like a competition. This TikTok now has like even live too. You can go live on it too.
Yeah.
So
I see it. And it's cool because some of the videos are cool, and you can instantly share them on Instagram. You can save them on your phone.
Wait, guys, but we're deviating off the topic here, though. We're deviating off the topic. Now, the video that I'm showing right now, I don't know if you guys can see it yet. It's this.
I see it.
Argentino reacciona a Chile 7, México 0.
I know ese no, yo.
That's a Mexico lost by a touchdown.
That guy has that video has 131,000 views. Who the hell would want to watch that? 131,000 views.
Oh, all the people from Chile.
Mexicans.
There's 131 Mexicans that love Argentinians. So.
But that's what people
everybody
like.
knows. Everybody knows Mexico moves the needle, and everybody knows that. It doesn't matter if Mexico's at their worst or they're at their best. They move the needle.
They move that money.
There is over 100 million Mexicans, so of course you're gonna be, aiming at the culture. It's like, why not, right?
Right.
All you gotta do is click on their video and do it.
Oh, look at that.
They're popular.
Hey.
Hola, ¿qué onda?
Saludos.
That's my pop. My pop.
He's got a photo bomber.
Yeah, he's gonna go on a date with my mom right now.
No chingues. Tell him to stay put, dude. No going out, man.
No going there.
A la cocina, yo. You gotta get. Come on, man. You gotta get.
Oh yeah. Hey, so that brings me back to another point. It brings me back to.
During quarantine, to make things easier, all of us are staying together right here, just so we don't have to I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna go here, so we're all just staying right here. Makes it easier on everybody.
There you go.
Man, at least you got someone to talk to. I live by myself, man. All I got is my dog, and they're already annoyed by me.
te vamos a llamar no ¿cómo es el Tiger King? El Perro King, le vamos a decir este güey.
Ay, chavos. Anyway, ya ves, I lost my train of thought, dude.
It's the new generation, like you were saying, Joe. I think it's the new normal that we got. You know, that the entertainment is moved on to the internet. So no, that's what people like to watch.
Oh
you
no,
know,
but we've
been
been in the internet for a long time already, dude. So this is not
no,
new.
but this is not new, Joe. This is not new. Maybe you just discovered it, but this is not new.
Shots fired, dude.
Super anda con todo hoy.
He says that I've been living. Might as well tell me that I've been living under a rock, cabrón.
Ya me dio calor.
Primero Ivan le dice viejo y luego Super le dice que...
I said we. I said we, the generation of that.
Órale, Edwin, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. You get a free shot too, dude.
No, I got nothing to say.
Everybody can take shots, dude. Or maybe I'm gonna ask Joe too.
Just look at if you really go out and search on YouTube, you're gonna see how many people have been doing this for a long, long time, and they have so many followers and so many content out there that it's amazing how you come across some of the stupidest videos, and then you see the amount of views that they get. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. No, but there's different things. I'm not even talking about specifically about stupidity, dude. Like stupidity has been around since the creation of mankind and womankind, you know. Since you know, man came into existence, stupidity has been, you know, yeah, exactly, dude. It's something that's norm.
It's been our best friend.
Pretty much. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that I'm talking specifically about, like, you know, people that do reaction videos like on Mexican soccer, and basically what I was trying to show is just the success that they had. Because if you look at those videos, Super, compared to, like, you know, for example, and you know, not to bash on anybody, like nobody's doing like, you know, un argentino reacciona a, I don't know, like the Saudi Arabia League. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. They're not doing like, un argentino reacciona a la Liga de Nigeria or a la Liga japonesa. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. There's also 120 million Japanese. The Japanese aren't as gullible as Mexicans, dude, and Mexicans always take the bait. That's kind of like what I'm trying to get at, you know? Because a lot of people say that, I'm curious what German says about Mexicans. Like, really? Why are you curious what they say about Mexicans? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
I think it's Mexican football, because if they talk about the Mexican basketball league, nobody's gonna tune in for that. I just think it's Mexican soccer
that's what I'm getting at. But it's all a form of clickbait. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, because like
we're trying to get some words of approval too, like
exactly.
Our league is actually good, and you see like people in the other part of the world that are actually looking at it, are actually watching it, and then you get to watch that, and that's happening, man.
Exactly. Yeah. It's you know, it's that sense of validation that people want to feel, right? They want to feel validated. Yeah. They want to feel like, oh, yeah, like, you know, look at these British people. They're excited about Liga MX. No, assholes. They're not really excited about Liga MX. They're just, like, trying to...
They're excited about the money. They're excited about the money you're bringing.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, and of course, like, if it's, like, you know, like some, like, quote-unquote luxurious... not luxurious, but what's it called? Exotic. That's the word I was looking for. Like an exotic race, right? Then they're going to be like, well, you know... Okay, let's go and take a look to see what the Russians, quote unquote, are saying, you know, or what, like, you know, these other people are saying. When in reality, they truly don't give a shit, dude. What they care more about is just, I'm gonna get a bunch of assholes like Super Mojado to come and click on my stuff.
Damn.
And then I get it attention.
Oh,
hold on. Ahí está.
Claro. ¿Por qué crees que no quise decir nada súper? Porque dije, no, esta va a regresar.
And you know what, though, Joe? Another thing that I do see is that because Mexico too is a country that has a lot of foreigners. There's so many people from other cultures that actually live there, and they move there, and then their kids are born there, and then they end up doing stuff like this. Like I've seen a bunch of Russian people do this. A lot of them do this. They're reacting to like boxing, and they're speaking Spanish, like from Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look. Don't get me wrong. Like the
Mexican,
Mexican culture. I get excited myself when I see people, teaching and learn and trying to showcase like the Mexican culture, right? Like I love that. I'm proud of the heritage, of my heritage. I'm proud of our culture. I'm proud of our cuisine. There's a lot of really great things. Like I am not bashing on the Mexican culture at all whatsoever. What I'm saying though is that we have to stop being a little bit less gullible and stop clicking on these like stupid videos of some people who are basically like taking advantage of us by making it seem as though like they really care about our soccer when they really don't. That's all I was trying to say. But hey, if it works, then it works, right? They're obviously doing it, and it's working for them.
Do you really think they don't care, or do you think that there's like a little bit of maybe they're interested, maybe they do like it?
I think for the most part, dude, I think for the most part, like people see the opportunity to capitalize on something, and then maybe later after they see like how much is profiteering them, then they do care about it. But I think it's more like somebody just saw like, hey, because it's all simple. Like, it's demographics. It's like a bunch of like, different things that people look at. Right. So like, could you imagine if we were to do the same thing and make videos of Mexican people reacting to, Russians, whatever. Right. There's also like 160 million Russians. Like the Russians will probably be curious as well. Like, what are we like saying about them? Or maybe they may not, maybe they may not be as gullible as like the Mexican people, but what I'm saying.
Maybe they won't know what we're saying.
No, I think that's in general. It's not just Mexican people. I think you're right. I think that there is, if we make a video of some other culture, they are going to be interested. Oh, you know what? Because there's every person in the world is browsing YouTube. And if they see something that is related to them, and let me just click on it. So it's not only Mexican; it's just people in general. If they see something that gets their attention, they're gonna click on it.
Hey, super! And even if you don't click on it, YouTube will kind of just click on it for you, and the videos just keep coming.
Yeah, the algorithm, dude.
No, I
hey,
know.
Hey, mándale saludos a los Karim mejor, cabrón. Te manda saludos. Saludos a ese Oscar. Saludos a Steph Latica. Speaking of Latica, Costa Rica, how's everything out there? Hopefully everything out there's not as bad in most places, Stephanie.
¿Ya viste, güey, como Latica le clicó a los mexicanos? There's people that get interested in it.
Oh, es que lo que tú no sabes, güey, es que Latica se casó con un mexicano.
Por eso, ahí está, con mucha más razón. Le cliqué un mexicano.
Le cliqué un mexicano.
Anyway,
hey, what's going on with America? I'm getting Twitter alerts and it says goal. I don't know what's going on. Are they replaying a game or something?
Probably.
Right now with America? Yeah.
No, so they're doing.
Keep getting alerts.
Are they doing the Are they doing the E-Liga MX already, or when is that going to kick off?
No, it's on
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Sunday? I thought it was Friday.
So the crazy thing about that, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, this E-Liga MX is being played by the players, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, because it's probably going to be so horrible. It's going to be horrendous, dude.
For Pachuca, it's Kevin Álvarez, Romario Ibarra, and Christian Sosa
Puros
doing
chavitos.
the E-Liga.
Puros chavitos.
Actually, no. Romario Ibarra is the brother of Renato Ibarra.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And Christian Sosa is like a 25-year-old guy. Kevin Alvarez is the only one that's young. He's 18.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool, though.
And then
That's
I
cool.
know-
I'm glad that they're not doing. I'm glad that they're letting the players actually do the FIFA tournament versus.
Yeah.
You know how here in MLS they have EMLS, and they actually have professional
Like actually,
esports,
like gamers.
Yeah, professional gamers who are they're athletes, right? So I thought that the leagues were gonna create something like that, but I'm glad that it's the players because it actually allows for them to get involved and do stuff like that. So that's great, man.
Yeah. And then Martinoli and Luis Garcia are gonna be the narrators.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah, I'm being serious. Yeah, they're gonna narrate for to the end. It's gonna broadcast that on their YouTube channel and on TV. And actually, it's funny. It's weird because they hire Martinoli and Luis Garcia to narrate that.
Oh, TUDN, they hired them just for that, huh?
Well, it's TUDN with la Federación Mexicana de Fútbol.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
All I know is that Giovanni Dos Santos de America is gonna win it.
No man.
I don't think Giovanni has ever played FIFA, dude.
Digo, si va a jugar, si va a jugar como juega en vida real, pues está cabrón.
Hey,
no, that's why it's different. It's like my students. It's different. Like they think they can play NBA 2K, and then we go play basketball on the court, and it's totally different. I think that's how Giovanni is. He's gonna be like, I can't play in the field, but I can play on the field again.
Es como Edwin que piensa que sabe jugar fútbol y no más no, ¿no?
Wow. Hey,
yo ni te he insultado, Super, pero bueno.
Chinga.
Está bien.
Ya empezaron los piedrazos, ya.
I know, dude.
That was a little pebble.
Hey, you know what I've been enjoying though, like recently, that I have a little bit of time when I go on memes and stuff like that, or even just like catch up on stories. The comments just never ever let me down, dude. So like today I was watching, I was reading through some of the comments. They posted something about a story about Kikín Fonseca. I don't know what it was about. I have no idea. Like, I don't really care what the hell the story was about. But there's like some players that you just know that people are gonna start bashing on, right? And I was thinking, let me go around down the comments, and I was thinking, like, I wonder how many people are gonna call him a tronco or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And sure enough, dude, I started like going up and down the comments, and like he like people would not, will go and call him, oh, ese tronco, troncazo, ese tronco this, tronco that. And I was
There's
just
people
like,
that put on Twitter as Groot. They call him Groot on Twitter. Like some people.
Never mind on the comments, dude. Have you guys never linked to one of the lives that those players are doing once in a while? The comments that you see there, and this guys have seen that shit, dude.
Oh.
Some of those comments are more interesting than the actual post.
So they're talking about stupid stuff, and I'm just reading the comments after that, like, oh shit.
Do you guys remember a long time ago when David Faitelson got smacked in the back of the head by Cuauhtémoc Blanco?
Yeah.
Dude,
So I follow. The only reason why I follow David Faitelson on Twitter is because people until this day, every time he puts good morning, okay, buena mañana, dice buena la cachetada que te dio Cuauhtémoc Blanco. Some people reply to him like that.
Hey, I know what we gotta do, guys. All right, we gotta promise this to ourselves. Next show that we have, we're just gonna go down the comments. All right, so we're gonna pick a post. We're gonna pick a post, and we're just gonna go down the comments. Because I mean, I'm sure that if we were actually, hold on, I might be able to do something like that right now. Hold on. All right, keep talking, guys. Keep talking while I look for this.
I found the schedule for the e-listing. It says It starts off Friday, I think, Necaxa, Monterrey, then Cruz Azul, Atlas. I think it starts like that.
Pachuca plays at 3 on Sunday, I think.
Oh, yeah. See, America plays Puebla at 6.
Yeah,
I don't have the name of the... Damn, why can I find it?
If you go to YouTube, check out the video of el jugador de la Liga Mexicana más salado de la historia. Estaba Javier Saavedra.
Let me check that out. Look, and the hashtag for that tournament, and tu casa, tu cancha. And then, let me see. There has to be another hashtag. I'm looking at the people, Enrique Bermúdez, Alejandro Berry, Jesus Bracamontes. They're all going to be like in that. Oswaldo Sanchez, Luis Omar, Tapia, Paco Villa, Ivan Zamorano.
All right, guys, I'm back. So
let's go.
I ended up finding the post that I was talking about Kikín Fonseca. I'm just gonna put it up there for you guys.
Tronco.
One where
there it is. It's the one. So according to TUDN, he said iba a ser americanista. El Kikín estuvo muy cerca de jugar con el América, o al menos así lo reveló el propio Francisco Fonseca en una charla que tuvo con aficionados vía Facebook Live. And then the comments.
Hey, I have that jersey.
Here comes the comments, dude. So el primer comentario dice, no, porque hace quiquinazos todo el tiempo. A ver, every time I see the comments, I just want to laugh, man. I'm sorry. Qué bueno que no llegó el tronco. Para nuestra suerte.
Yo no lo haría para los reacting videos.
No.
Have you guys ever seen the videos that el pinche el escorpión dorado has posted about el Kikín Fonseca? You wanna laugh your ass
off? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna watch. I haven't seen his videos in a while. The one that he did with ¿cómo se llama el otro tronco that América sent to Chivas? Oh my God.
Oribe.
That was good. No, and the one that he did.
Estamos con el hermoso, dice, pero de hermoso no le veo nada. Enfrente de él.
El que hizo también con LAFC when he wasn't here for an LAFC game. That was funny too. That was good.
Hold on, guys. Let me read more Kikín. Let me read more Kikín comments, dude. All right, dice otro, dice qué bueno que no llegó, iba a ser otro Nico Castillo. Un troncazo.
Nico got hurt signing his contract, huh?
Did he?
He gets hurt all the time. That's a really tough one, dude. At the beginning it was like funny and all, but now it could have freaking lost his legs. That dude.
Yeah.
All right, focus on Kikín, guys. Focus on Kikín. Era un tronco. No, yo no sé cómo fue al Benfica. Este es un jugador solo de equipo mediocres. Por eso el único equipo que destacó fue en los Pumas.
¡A madre!
No, era más malo que nada. And whoops, this is my comment. Solamente vine a ver cuántas veces le llamaron tronco en los comentarios. Digamos que no debe decepcionar.
No, dude, the comments. I think we were on the ETO chat the other day, and I think it was different where I said, "Oh man, I just love to read some of the comments that go up." I don't know if it was here or somewhere else, but I made that comment somewhere.
All right, hey, let's go through some of these things. All right, so let's pick one of these guys. A ver, ¿quién más? There's gotta be no Hugo. Chicharito always gets tronco comments. A ver,
he still hasn't scored for Galaxy, huh?
Dice, okay, here's the thing. Con cariño. Oh, they were doing the 10-year anniversary for Manchester United. Dice LAFC Shy. 4 temporadas, las cuales 2 se la pasó mayor parte en la banca. Todo eso ganó, pero en la banca, a veces sí. Ni en la banca parecía. A ver, dice.
Yeah, he gets killed bad. There's so many chicha haters out there.
Oh.
Como empezando uno que está ahí de mojado.
Hey, the only people that defend Chicharito are the only people that defend Chicharito are the Chivas fans.
Lo iba a defender, iba a decir que es el tercer mejor goleador de la década del Manchester United.
I know, pero no respeto su trayectoria.
Pues no la respeta ni él y tú quieres que la respete yo.
¿Cómo no, güey? Sí, te dicen que es una leyenda.
Puros troncos. All right, fellas. I think I'm running out of steam here, so hay que empezar a despedirnos. I know that we're repetitive, guys, and I know that, Edwin, I always tell you to give me something. But before you give me something, just really quick, what do you think has been the biggest learning experience with all the stuff that we've been going through for you personally?
For me, just enjoying little things, man. I was so caught up in my daily routine, going to work and not really paying attention to the small details around me, to the small situations, to life itself. And so I've been enjoying that a little more and more. So
that's great, man.
Cool.
What about you, Evan?
Well, I'm old. I just turned 69, but I learned that I guess a lot of people didn't really wash their hands before because coronavirus thing got out of hand.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
But I'm hoping that I guess we weren't that clean because that thing spread quick, and I'm really hoping. No, on a positive note, today California announced that it was the first time hospitals reported a decrease in people with coronavirus.
Nice.
So
that's amazing.
I'm hoping that, keeping positive, that things get better.
That's good, man.
Things get better, and we can continue to stay home, people.
Yeah. Super.
Nada, pues mandándole ánimos a everyone, just sending them good vibes, and hopefully everyone stays healthy, and let's just see what's gonna happen with this Liga MX.
Oh yeah.
¿Y nadie le quiere mandar saludos? ¿Nadie le quiere mandar saludos a los troncos?
¿A cuál de todos?
Oh, you know what? That just reminded me. We should do a bracket of the troncos.
Oh yeah, we should.
That'll be amazing.
Start it, like as soon as possible, like right now. Chicharito would probably win right now. He has 0 goals with Galaxy. He still hasn't scored for Galaxy.
Chicharito y Kikín a la final directo.
Oh, man, it's too much. It's too much. I'm turning red like a friggin' tomato. I still can't get enough of that somebody actually called
El Grupo Fonseca. El Grupo Fonseca.
Hey, we should start it. Hey, Joe, we should do that bracket, man, for real.
Ahí les mandé saludos en el chat de Instagram, Joe, para que compartas con los morros.
Órale, pues. Saludos a toda la banda. No, pero sí es cierto. I like that. That's a good idea, Ivan. We got to start el tronco bracket. Forget the jerseys. Yeah. El tronco bracket would be a much more successful campaign.
Put that one on pause, man.
Yeah. Leo, if you're listening, hey, make notes, dude. The tronco bracket's coming to a theater near you, dude.
No sean culeros. Have you ever seen like the scenes of like this big trailer, like they're carrying like a bunch of trees, like troncos, literally, and it was la selección mexicana, el bus de la selección mexicana.
No, I want to see that one. It's funny to us. I'm hoping it's funny to other people. So we should do that one.
Funny to us.
Oye, ya me avisaron quién va a ser el primer contrincante, in the first round between Kikín Fonseca. Guess who his opponent's gonna be?
Who?
Super Mojado.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. I vote for Super Mojado.
Saludos, Leo.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one between Kikín and Super.
Leo. Oh, I see now.
Oh, poor Super Mojado. First Joe, now Leo.
Ay, ay, ay.
Joe and Leo, y me ataca a mí para acabar.
Ay, ay, ay. All right, guys.
All right, man. That was cool.
All right, dude. Good show, everybody. Super. I would have given you 30 seconds, but you already took your 30 seconds, dude.
Ya te di una hora, güey. ¿Qué más quieres?
Castigado por tronco. All right, guys. It's been an awesome show, man. I had a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Please, all of you guys, stay safe, okay? We'll catch you next time. Un abrazo.
El Super Tronquín Fonseca.
FIFA.